As I've said before, through several other videos as I'm going through this race here, I think that it's going to be a fast pace. I'm looking at possibly a 46-second and change half mile, maybe even going to the 45-second range. I think that Bethlehem Road is going to get the lead. I think that Lescano aboard Jovia will kind of back off a little bit, try to save some ground. I think that you will see the same out of Mucho Gusto, who in his last race, Talamo backed off the lead and was able to get a win, even though that was a 48-second half mile. I don't think it's going to be that slow this time around. And I think number 7, Maximum Security, will also lay right off the pace. But I think they're going to give Bethlehem Road the lead in this one. I expect King for a Day to be sitting right behind those other 4 horses, and I expect coming up behind them, not too far off, we'll see Spun to Run and Everfast. Now, coming up around the 6 furlong mark, rather, we're going to see Jovia, Mucho Gusto, and Maximum Security start to make a move towards Bethlehem Road. I think Bethlehem Road is going to try to pick it up at the same time. I don't think he'll be able to burn any distance between these other ones pressing behind him, because I just think they've got more talent. You also see King for a Day start to make a move, as well as Spun to Run and Everfast coming from off the pace. Now, once we get up to about the mile point, about the 7 furlong point, I really expect it to close. I expect to see King for a Day, Jovia, Mucho Gusto, and Maximum Security all right up on the lead there. Spun to Run, I think, will still be coming from behind along with Everfast, and I think Bethlehem Road at that point will start to fall off a little bit. Now, when we get to the mile point, I'm expecting to see Spun to Run, Everfast, King for a Day, Mucho Gusto, and Maximum Security all lined up for the win. I think Jovia will have run himself out of gas at that point, and I think that Bethlehem Road will have faded off into the back into the sunset on this one. I think he may end up finishing last. I think he's really just outclassed. But we're going to have those 5, I think, with only 1 furlong to go. I think it's going to be really tight in this one. Spun to Run will have saved a lot of gas along with Everfast. King for a Day will have saved some gas, but I think he will have had a little bit better position. You know, Johnny Velasquez, very accomplished jockey in this one. I think he'll have a little bit better position than those other 2. And then, of course, Mucho Gusto and Maximum Security. I think they both will have burst into the lead. We'll see a bit of a duel there between these 2, and with the others, especially King for a Day coming from behind them. But it looks like Mucho Gusto, I think, and Maximum Security are going to be in for a fight, definitely a fight during the final stretch. After the 16th pole, you'll see them really going at it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe if these other horses will be able to keep up with them, we'll be able to see about that. But I definitely think you're going to see those 5 in there. Spun to Run, Everfast, King for a Day, Mucho Gusto, and Maximum Security.